the Inspirative TV channel. Meet different people with different experiences, language, culture, arts, and education. Oke, brother. Setelah saya menemukan kumpulan buku cerita itu, saya kok tertarik untuk membacanya. Padahal ini nggak pernah aku baca. Judulnya The Seven Son. The Seven Son itu artinya tahu nggak?
7 anak ya Bali ya. Anak 7 ya Bali ya.
Mas Brian, sama yang namanya Brian kan ya.
Ya, yes,
Oke,
Mr.
Mas
Ali.
Brian itu anak ke-7. Jadi ini cardinal number, ya kan, ada ordinal number, ada cardinal number. Ya. Jadi anak ke-7 ini di gambarnya ini bentuknya adalah frog. You know frog? Frog is not human.
Kodok ya Bali.
Iya, kata. Ya, kata. Oke, saya mulai The Seven Son, anak ke-7. A long time ago in Irian Jaya, they live a man and his wife. Jadi ada suami istri. They were very rich family. Jadi dari keluarga yang sangat kaya. They look happy all the time. Their neighbor respect them because of their wealth. Jadi semua tetangga itu sangat menghargai mereka karena kekayaan mereka, and happier their neighbor when they need it. But actually the wife still want to have another son. Jadi seorang istri atau istrinya itu masih menginginkan satu anak laki-laki lagi. She told to her husband about that. The husband agreed to get a baby, one more. I know what you mean, my dear. You want someone who accompany you when we work in trading. So let's pray to God for a son, said the husband. Jadi aku setuju sayang, nanti kita berusaha berdoa untuk mendapatkan bayi lagi laki-laki untuk menemani kamu berdagang. So they start to pray to their God and usaha untuk mendapatkan baby again. And their, God accepted what they want. Jadi Tuhan itu accepted itu menerima doa dia dan dikabulkannya doanya. 9 months later, the wife gave birth. Jadi 6 bulan berikutnya, his wife get a birth. Karena sudah 3 bulan sebelumnya dia itu merasakan sesuatu, terus 6 bulan berikutnya, jadi 9 bulan the baby will come out. It mean giving birth. Baby wasn't, but there was something strange. Sesuatu yang strange itu aneh banget, ya kan? Kenapa? The baby was not a human. The baby was a frog. You know frog? Remember frog?
Yes, I remember.
What?
In Indonesian language, it is katak.
Kata, ya.
Yes.
Kata. Okay. So there were many wise men to come and try to help him, to persuade him to receive the baby. But they failed. Finally, the husband died. Jadi akhirnya semua tetangga itu udah membujuk dia, persuade him to get baby, menerima receive the baby, kayak gitu, menerima bayi. Tapi dia nggak berhasil. Bahkan sang suami ini sakit berhari-hari, berbulan-bulan, akhirnya meninggal karena memikirkan bayinya kok katak seperti itu. 7 years later, they will grow up. The 6 sons were strong men now. The frog grew up too, but he was still a frog. He didn't have any friends. He just used to stay home all the day. Jadi anak ke-6 itu sama adiknya, anak ke-5 itu sudah besar-besar, sudah menjadi remaja yang ganteng-ganteng, dan adiknya yang ke-7 tetap aja dia sebagai katak dan gak bisa tumbuh besar. Namanya katak ya tetap katak, ya kan. Terus seharian si katak juga tinggalnya cuma di rumah saja karena memang dia gak bisa apa-apa. One day the frog's brothers call him. They want to go trading and they ask him to go with them too. How happy he was. He didn't realize that his brothers planned to leave him on an island far away from their house. So the next day they start to sail. Before leaving, the frog was given a melon by his mom. Their mother taught them to take care of their youngest. Please care of youngest as well as brother. They promised to mother. On their way, they passed an island. The oldest said, "My youngest brother, we planned for a trading for a long time. We don't want to make you tired, honey. So we decide to leave you here. Please wait us. We will come back soon. Don't worry." Jadi si katak itu dibujuk sama kakak-kakaknya setelah dia ikut di perahunya berlayar di pinggir dan mau ke tempat lain untuk berdagang. Ternyata si katak ditinggal di sebuah pulau kecil sendirian. Kakaknya membujuknya kalau sabar sayang, nanti aku akan kembali karena nanti kamu kecapean karena kita dagangnya jauh dan banyak dari daerah-daerah yang berpisah-pisah. Jadi kamu di sini aja ya, kata kakaknya. Sebetulnya si katak itu sedih. Oke, saya lanjut. The frog didn't agree with that. Sebetulnya katak itu nggak setuju dengan saran kakaknya itu. But he didn't dare to say to his brother. Gak ada keberanian untuk bilang ke kakaknya. Dia cuman bilang dalam hatinya, "Duh, aku sedih, aku ditinggal sendiri," gitu kata si katak dalam hatinya. Dia nggak berani untuk berkata sama kakak-kakaknya. When the ship sailed again, the frog felt lonely. And then he remembered the melon. He decided to try to start melon farm. Jadi dia ingat melon yang pemberian ibunya untuk dibawa. Terus akhirnya melon itu kan sudah dimakan habis, kan tinggal biji-bijinya. Dia berharap bijinya itu bisa tumbuh dia untuk bertani melon. Day followed day, and finally it was 3 months and his brother had not come back yet. How sad he was, but he felt a bit happy because of his farming. He planned to sell his melon to the next day. The melon were very big and looks very nice. Jadi melonnya itu sudah berbuah, sudah panen, dan bagus-bagus hasilnya dan kelihatan bagus-bagus banget. Dia mau jual si kakak itu melonnya. Tahu melon, Mas Brian?
Yes, I know, Mister.
Oke, itu macam buah ya. Jadi fruit. Kok fruit? Iya, fruit ya buahnya.
Yes.
Oke, selanjutnya. What will you give to me to replace my farm? Asked the frog. This is I will give you my axe. If you want something, just ask it. And this axe will give you anything you want, said the ghost. Said the ghost, and then he disappeared. Ternyata dia ketemu sama ghost. Okay, he tried to find out what made the mess, and finally he found a ghost who was still enjoying his melon. Okay, kok a ghost makan melon ya? The ghost look very happy. Oh, jenis anu juga ini binatang ya, ghost ya. Selanjutnya, oh please don't beat me anymore. I will do anything you want. Please don't beat me anymore. What will you give to replace my farm? Asked the frog. Jadi ghost ini angsa yang besar-besar ya. Jadi merusak ininya pertanian melon, dan melonnya juga dicacah-cacah itu dirusak sama si ghost. But they didn't want to take him on their ship. They decide to go home without him knowing. Oh, here I am, come here my brother. Ternyata kakak-kakaknya datang lagi pas dia panen melon. Kakak-kakaknya si frog ya. Tapi kakak-kakaknya tetap gak mau membawa dia lagi. The frog remember his axe. He said to his axe, "Bring them to me." And suddenly the ship turned around and it approached the island. The 6 sons were very surprised. They tried hard to chart a direction, but they failed. Finally, they lured the frog home. When they arrived home, their mother welcomed them. The frog said to his mother, "Mother, would you go to the palace and propose to the princess for me?" How surprised she was. But the frog insisted that she go to the palace. His brothers laughed at him, but he didn't care. Finally, his mother agreed to go to the palace with the frog. In the morning, the mother went to the palace. When she arrived in the palace, she explained everything to the king who knew about the frog. And the king refused her proposal. "I cannot marry my daughter to your son. He is a frog." Jadi si Kata itu minta dikawinkan sama putri dari raja. Tapi raja setelah tahu langsung menolak mentah-mentah si ibu dan Kata itu. The mother went home and told the frog everything the king had already said. Ya, jadi apa yang dikatakan raja itu disampaikan ke Kata. The frog said, "Would you go to the palace and try again, please?" Kata si Kata. The mother took a pity on him. Jadi mother piye-piye apapun dia kasihan sama Kata, karena apapun Kata itu kan juga anaknya, ya kan? Tadi anak keberapa Kata itu?
7.
Ya, ke-7 ya. Oke. If the king refuse, you don't have to go there again, okay? kata mamanya, kata ibunya. When the mother arrived at the palace again, the king was very confused. Yeah, very confused too. He took pity on her, so he asked his daughter, minta pada putri-putrinya. Strangely, one of them, the youngest one, accepted the proposal. How surprised the king and her sister were. Jadi ternyata salah satu putrinya itu menerima pinangan si Kata sama ibunya. Okay. My sister, you know, he is a frog. Can you imagine that? Kata kakaknya si anak yang putri yang menerima tadi. He is a frog. Can you imagine that marrying with a frog? What will people say about that? Dapatkah kamu bayangkan gimana kalau orang tahu kamu menikah dengan Kata? Okay, the mother went home and explained about that condition to the frog. The frog said, "Mother, I know you are very tired, mother. Please take a rest about the condition. Let me do it. I'm so pity with you, mother. You look so tired." So the next day, when the mother woke up, she was very surprised. She saw the frog wearing a good clothes, and beside him there was a barrel of jewelry. Pada saat bangun pagi dia surprise sekali, kejutan sekali bahwa Kata itu menggunakan baju yang bagus, baju lencana, baju kenegaraan seperti itu, dan di samping dia ada peti-peti jewelry. Tahu nggak jewelry?
No, I don't know,
Perhiasan,
Oh,
perhiasan di peti-peti itu. Jadi Kata itu sudah berdandan sedemikian rapi, kelihatan pakai baju-baju mahal dan bagus. So they went to the palace again. The king kept his promise. So the frog was his daughter's husband now. Jadi Kata itu sudah jadi suaminya, putri dari raja itu. When the wedding party was held, the frog went to a room. Suddenly, a young handsome man came out of the room. How surprised they were, and then the young handsome man said that he was the frog. He showed them his frog clothes. He then buried it. He is, "Here I am now." Kata itu sudah tak kuburkan. Akulah Kata yang sejati. I am a real man. What do you think, my father? The young man asked to the king. The king was very happy, and he chose him as the king when he was growing older. Become replacement the king now. Jadi ternyata Kata itu setelah pernikahan terjadi, dia masuk ke ruangan di kamar pengantin, dibiarkan sama si daughter, si putri raja. Terus dia keluar dari kamar, surprisingly, kejutan banget, ternyata dia seorang laki-laki yang tampan, muda, Terus dia juga bawa tadi apa? Seperangkat jewelry, perhiasan. Akulah katak tadi. Katak tadi sudah tak kubur. Aku asli manusia. Dan aku sekarang jadi suami kamu. Akhirnya si istrinya menerima dengan senang hati, very happy, ya kan, sangat bahagia. Juga mertuanya yang raja itu menyampaikan kalau kamu penggantinya aku nanti, seperti itu. Itu ceritanya ya. Jadi the 7 months yang dulunya kata dan akhirnya menjadi raja. That's all about a story for this afternoon, Mr. Brian. So, thank you very much. Selamat menikmati cerita ini yang saya ceritakan dalam bahasa Inggris dan subtitle in Indonesian. Thank you very much. Have a nice afternoon. See you next time at the same channel. Goodbye.